Good day everyone. Today we are going to discuss about dividing rational algebraic expression. Now these are the steps in how to divide rational algebraic expressions. Now step 1, get the reciprocal of the divisor. Step number 2, change the division symbol into multiplication symbol. Step number 3, factor out the numerator and denominator. Step number 4, divide or cancel out the common factors in numerator and denominator. Step 5, simplify the remaining factors. Okay, now let's have an example. Let's try example number 1. We have here x squared minus 9x minus 10 over x squared plus x minus 6 divided by x squared minus 1 over x squared minus 4. Now first thing we're going to do is to copy the dividend, which is this expression. So let's just copy that one first. That becomes x squared minus 9x minus 10 over x squared plus x minus 6. Now second one is to get the reciprocal rather of the divisor. So this one becomes x squared minus 4 over x squared minus 1. Now, this symbol in step 2 will change to multiplication symbol. Let's use this one as our multiplication symbol. Now, step number 3 is to factor out the numerators and denominators. Now, let's have the first numerator of the dividend. The factors of x squared here is x times x. Now, since the third term is negative and the second term is also negative, the factors of this polynomial are positive and negative. Now, look at the third term or the last term. The last term is negative 10 or 10. Let's say we'll use 10 alone since we have the signs. Now, let's look for factors of 10 na kung atong isubtract ang answer kay 9. Why subtract? Isubtract kay ang signs diari sa factors kay lahi-lahi. Different. Okay. Now, let's look for factors. Now, 1 factors of 10 is 10 times 1. Now, 10 minus 1, that is 9. So, since we have 10 and 9, we have the factors 10 and 1. Okay, so in our case, atong middle term is negative. Therefore, sa atong factors, kung kinsay dako nga factors, siya ang mag-negative. In our case, we have 10 nga dako. So, we have 10 diari and 1 as positive. Okay, now let's go to the denominator of our dividend. In denominator, factor na to factors of x squared, that is x times x, and the sign on our last term is negative and positive at the middle term. So therefore, the signs of our factors are negative and positive. So now, mangita na po tag factor sa atong last term na 6, nga kung atong i-minus, ang answer is 1. Kaya nga no, maski walay number gibutang sa middle term, it is considered na ay 1 nga tapag si x. So nga no, i-minus because lahi-lahi og sign ang atong factors. Now let's continue. Let's look for the factors of 6. We have here 3 times 2, that is 6. 3 minus 2, that is also 1. So therefore, our factors are 3 and 2. Now, notice that the middle term is positive. So, kung kinsay dako sa atong factor, siya ang mag-positive. In our case, si 3 ang dako. Okay, siya ang 3 ang positive, tapos si 2 ang mag-negative. Okay, now let's proceed to our divisor. Let's not forget the bracket and the multiplication symbol. Okay, now let's factor first the numerator sa atong divisor. Si x squared, that is x times x. Now, since negative ang atong sign sa ato ang binomial, sa atong numerator, sa divisor, ang factors niya is positive and negative. Okay, Now, the second term is 4, and 4 is a perfect square. Ang square root ni 4 is 2. So, therefore, the factors of 4 are 2 times 2. So, ang atong factors diri is 2 times 2. Okay. Dira na to siya ma-apply ang difference of squares. Katong factoring sa difference of squares. Now, let's have the denominator. That is x squared minus 1. Factors of x squared are x times x. Now, the sign between the two terms sa atong denominator is negative. Therefore, ang factors kay positive and negative, and factors of 1 are 1 times 1. Now, step number 4 rather, divide or cancel out the common factors in numerator and denominator. So, mangita tag common sa numerator and denominator. We have here x plus 1, parehas sila. Let's use another color. And also, we have x minus 2. Na pa ba? Okay, since wala na, now let's proceed. Ang nabilin sa atong dividend, that is x minus 10 over x plus 3. Ang sa atong divisor, si x plus 2 over x minus 1. Now, let's simplify. Multiply this one. We use FOIL method, x squared. Tapos, si middle term, that is plus 2x. Plus 2x. Si outer terms rather. Tapos, si inner terms, that is negative 10x. And the last terms, negative 10 times positive 2, that is negative 20. That's the simplified form. But we're not yet done. Si denominator, that is x squared. So we write x squared here. Outer terms, negative 1 times x, that is negative 1x. Positive 3 times x. Si inner terms, positive 3x. Combine like terms, since dili sila parehas og sign, i-minus. 3 minus 1, that is 2x. 3x minus 1x, that is 2x. Ang kung unsay sign sa dako mo ay sundon, that is positive 2x. So we write positive 2x here. Now the last terms are positive 3 and negative 1. Positive 3 times negative 1, that is negative 3. Now, since in numerator napay like terms, ato sa siyang i-simplify, we copy x squared kay walay laing variables nga naay exponent nga 2 sa numerator. Now, as we can see, 2x and negative 10x, kay parehas sila, they are similar terms because their variables kay 1 ra ang exponent. So, pwede makombine. And since lahi-lahi sila og sign, i-minus. That is 2 minus 10 or 10 minus 2, that is 8x. Since lahi-lahi og symbol, i-minus. Tapos kung kinsa ang dako nga number, kung unsay sign sa dako nga number, maoy sign sa answer. So that becomes negative 10x. And also, we copy the last term kaya wala siya kaparehas. So we write negative 20 over x squared plus 2x minus 3. So this is our final answer. Okay, now let's have example number 2. We have here 2x squared minus 2x of minus 4 over x squared plus 2x minus 8. So, i-copy lang sa nato si dividend. Okay, ang first step is to get the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, this is our divisor. Paon na to yung reciprocal. That becomes x squared minus x minus 20 over 4x squared minus 100. Now, si division symbol, sa to ang step, mahimo siyang, next step, mahimo siyang multiplication symbol. Since we have this now, let's proceed to step number 3, factor out the numerator and denominators. So let's factor 2x squared, that becomes 2x times x. Since the last term is negative, the middle term is also negative. Therefore, the factors are positive and negative. Now, what are the factors of 4? That is 2 times 2. Why? Nganong ing-ana? Now, let's check our factors kung makuha ba nato ni si numerator. Times x minus 2. Let's check using FOIL method. First terms, 2x times x, that is 2x squared. Outer terms, negative 2 times 2x, that is negative 4x. Inner terms, that is positive 2 and x, that is positive 2x. We combine this one, mahimo siyang subtraction. Why? Because positive si 2, negative si 4. Different signs, subtract, that becomes 4 minus 2, that is 2x. Kung unsay sign sa dako nga number mo ay sundon, that becomes negative 2x. The last term, say positive 2 and negative 2, i-multiply, that becomes negative 4. So our answer here, this is equal to 2x squared minus 2x minus 4, which is the same sa atong numerator. Kana siya. Kana. Okay, so our factor is correct. Now, let's proceed to the denominator of our dividend. Now, sa dividend, i-factor sad nato sila. Si x squared, the factors of x squared are x times x. Negative si third term, positive si middle term. Therefore, the factors are positive and negative. Yung sa factors ni third term, kana siya si 8. Nga kung atong i-subtract, ang answer is 2. Why subtract? Kay lahi-lahi o signs ang atong factors. So, 1 factors of 8, nga kung atong i-subtract kay ang answer 2. So, this is 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Now, 4 minus 2, that is equal to 2. So, ang atong factors, 4 and 2. Now, ang atong middle term is positive, si 2x. Positive si 2x, therefore, kung kinsay dako sa atong factors, siya ang mag-positive. In our case, si 4 ang dako. So, si 4 isulat na to, direct. 4 times 2. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the next, to the divisor. Let's factor out the divisor. Let's factor x squared, that is x times x. Now, our third term is negative. Our middle term is also negative. So, kana siya nagpasabot nga ang atong factors kay lahi-lahi. Positive and negative. So, unsay factors ni 20 nga kung atong isubtract 1 ang answer. Nga naman si x na ana siya tapat nga 1 kung wala siya visible number nga tapat. Okay. Now, let's start with 20. 20 atong third term, 1 atong middle term. So, gitang natudira. Factor si 20 nga ang atong isubtract 1 ang answer. We have 5 times 4. That is 20. 5 minus 4, that is also equal to 1. Now, in our case, ang atong middle term kay negative. Negative si middle term, pasabot kung kinsay dako sa atong factor, siya ang mag-negative. In our case, si 5 ang dako, so si 5 ang negative. Dali na to sa si 5, si 4 mag-positive. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the denominator, which is 4x squared minus 100. Now, both 4 and 100, kani silang duha, they are all perfect squares. So, pwede na to gamiton ang difference of squares nga method. Okay. The factors of 4 are 2 times 2. Si x squared, that is x times x. Now, since ang inahang operation or ang symbol nga naa sa tunga is negative, therefore the factors are positive and negative. Now, the square root of 100, since 100 is a perfect square, that is 10. So, ang mahitabo nga factors ni 100, that is 10 times 10. So, therefore, ang atong isulat na factor sa atong denominator sa 100 is 10 times 10. Since we got that, let's proceed to step number 4. Cancel out or divide common factors in numerator and denominator. Now we have here x plus 4. We also have x minus 2. And there you have it. We only have 2 pairs nga parehas in both numerator and denominator. Now let's write the factors so we can proceed to the 5th step. Ang nabilin di ara is 2x plus 2 di ari. And sa divisor, that is x minus 5. And sa denominator, that is 2x plus 10 times 2x minus 10. Now let's simplify first the numerator kana. We multiply sa nato siya using FOIL method. Can multiply that here, that becomes 2x plus 2 times x minus 5. First terms, 2x times x, that is 2x squared. Middle term, 2 times x. Inner terms rather, that is 2x. Outer terms, that becomes negative 10x. 2 times negative 5, that is negative 10x. And the last terms, positive 2 and negative 5. Positive 2 times negative 5, that becomes negative 10. So, kani sila i-combine since dili sila parehas og signs. Atong i-subtract 10 minus 2, that is 8x. Since si 10 ang pinakadako, iyahang sign nga gidala ang atong i-copy. So, this becomes, ano silang tulo. Let me change the color. We have 2x squared minus 8x minus 10. So let's write that one here. 2x squared minus 8x minus 10 over. Now let's multiply the denominator using FOIL method. Let's have 2x minus plus 10 rather times 2x minus 10. So first terms, 2x times 2x, that becomes 4x squared. Outer terms, 2x times negative 10, that is negative 20x. Inner terms, 10 times 2x, that is positive 20x. Positive 20x. And the last terms, positive 10 and negative 10. Positive 10 times negative 10, that's negative 100. Now these two, si outer and inner terms, i-combine since dili sila parehas ng signs, i-subtract. 20 minus 20, that is 0. So dili na siya counted for nga, pwede na siyang dili isulat dito sa final answer. So our answer is 4x squared minus 100. So let's write that down here. 4x squared minus 100. So there you have it. This is our final answer for number 2.